The curse of knowledge. Have you heard it? Have you heard about it? Do you suffer from this rare disease? Actually, we all do. And that's what we're going to talk about today, the curse of knowledge. Years ago, I was presenting to a group of human resource directors at our local conference and did a presentation called Made to Stick from the Heath Brothers, only I called mine Make Presentations That Stick. And I still have it around somewhere. But I told people that we were going to do a little exercise and that probably only 2% of everybody in the room would get it right. Yet it sounded so simple. Each person had a partner in the room, and they were to have or have their partner turn around and tap a message on their back. And the message was a song that's very recognizable. So this shouldn't be hard, right? So I did mine with my partner, and I did da 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 da. You know that song, right? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. My partner had no idea what I was tapping. And I was just singing along in my head. Row, row, row your boat. And guess what? Probably about 2% of people in the room got it right. And you know why? Because we suffer from the curse of knowledge. And that is, and I got this from ChatGPT, who I love to do research with because they get it so right. The idea of the curse of knowledge begins with a deceptively simple observation. Once a person knows something, they lose the ability to fully remember what it was like not to know it. The curse of knowledge. Row, row, row your boat. Some people did Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Some people did, pop songs that everybody knows, but only 2% guessed what was being tapped on their back. And I have a real life example of the curse of knowledge. It just isn't all of the trainers who do this, or teachers, or leaders, or CEOs. They all suffer from the curse of knowledge too. And even my doctor did. Remember I told you about the stroke I had about a year ago? Actually, it was just past a year ago now. And I had survived the knee replacement just before I had the stroke. We had a little bit of an interruption there, so I'm back to finish. Our sound went out, and I think my phone was overloaded. I had about 500 to 1,000 pictures and videos on there from my Etsy photos, so cleared all those off and starting again. So we were talking about knees and my knee replacement surgery, and the fact that my doctor or the discharge nurse, whoever it was that discharged me with instructions, failed to mention how important it was to ice that knee. So I was still groggy getting the directions. I don't even know if my husband was in the room, but it didn't seem all that important to me the first couple of days, particularly after the first day when the machine stopped working. They send you home with this ice machine, and poof, all of a sudden, after about a day and a half, it just shut down. And I'm going, wasn't really that important, I don't think. Wrong. It was critically important, and ultimately I got a huge hematoma from the swelling and set back my recovery probably by several months because of the hematoma, because of my not icing, and really, really dumb but the hospital and the doctor and the discharge nurse didn't tell me how critical it was. And of course, I'm not a medical person. I was in a lot of pain still, and what did I know? So I know now that I should be icing anytime I have something that's swelling and going badly. So, but anyway, we learned from the curse of knowledge. At least I did. I don't know if the doctor learned anything or the discharge nurse learned anything, because we didn't follow up with them. So the curse of knowledge has a lot of impactful meaning in all of our lives, whether it's in work or whether it's in a job situation or just dealing with your family and coworkers and anybody else that you're around, where this block happens in your brain. It's not that you have too much knowledge. It's not simply about knowing the facts. It is not about knowing too much. It is about the inability to see the boundaries of one's own understanding from the outside. In other words, those people don't know what you know. You know all about it, but they probably don't. Jamie and I were sitting here at dinner the other night, and I was telling her all about watching my YouTube channel growing, which it is, thanks to many of you for subscribing and watching the video. But I was telling her in my terms of the curse of knowledge, I said, you know, I've really got to do a little bit more to optimize my channel, and I need to do this and this and this. And then I looked at her and I'm going, you know what I'm doing to you, Jamie? I'm giving you my curse of knowledge. And I said, do you even know what the word optimize in this context means? And she said, no, I have no idea. So there's another example in real life. You're throwing out all these terms and assuming that your audience knows what you're talking about. But you are suffering from the curse of knowledge. And the potential for that can be a disaster. You know, your whole presentation, course, program, keynote can bomb badly because you assume the audience knows all these things that you know. So you've got to really think about how you're talking to your audience when you're giving them instructions. Don't talk corporatese or legalese or any other ease language that will confuse people or just cause them to be embarrassed because they don't want to admit that they don't know. I mean, who wants to sit there and stand out in front of a group of people and say, I don't know what that means? Nobody's going to do that. So talk to your people so that they understand you. And we have got a very special, I really want you to watch this video we're going to do next Friday. It is all about, are we killing our ability to think with social media and AI and all the things that think for us? Is it making us go, I don't remember how to think anymore? Join us next Friday. So see you then. Thanks for being here today. Don't forget, subscribe and come watch my videos. Thanks. I appreciate your being here. Bye for now. Next Friday.